Someone is talking to you. They haven't even finished the sentence. And yet something in you has already seen the crack. Not proof, not a fact, just a microsecond of mismatch between what the mouth says and what the eyes do. You didn't go looking for it. You just saw it the way you see a color. You've known this feeling for a long time. And for a long time, you called it the same thing everyone around you calls it: trust issues. Too suspicious. Can't let go. Maybe someone told you that yesterday in that tired tone that quietly implies the problem is you. But what if that word was wrong from the start? Because what you call suspicion isn't fear inventing danger. It's a reading. A real signal caught before the sentence even ends. And a reading, however uncomfortable, isn't a character flaw. It's a skill that simply never got a name. So let's name it. This is called heartbreak intelligence, and there are 10 precise signs that tell you if you have it. Not 10 vague personality traits, 10 behaviors you already do without even knowing they belong to the same family. But before the list, you need to understand how a broken heart builds a skill. Here's what actually happens. Every breakup you never saw coming works like a training session you never chose. The lie you missed the first time becomes, the next time, a signal your brain catches in a fraction of a second. This isn't magic. It's repetition. Your system didn't break after each heartbreak. It got sharper, like a scope-adjusted shot after shot. And if that's true, then the more you suffered, the more precise you became. Which explains why this radar works so well. But it doesn't explain yet why it hurts you so much today. Here's why. You believe this radar only turns on when there's real danger, like a normal alarm. But it never learned that distinction. Picture a fire alarm still screaming in a house where nothing is left but cold smoke. The fire went out long ago. The alarm doesn't know that. It sounds exactly the same for an actual fire and for an old memory of smoke. Your radar does the same thing. It can't tell a present danger from an echo of the past. It treats both with the same urgency. So what does that actually look like in your life? Here's the first one. You catch a lie before the sentence is even finished, just like at the very beginning. Second, you sense a relationship is about to go wrong weeks before it does, without knowing why. And then there's this. While betrayal is unfolding around you, you stay oddly calm, almost functional, while everyone else falls apart. So far, this still sounds like a gift. What comes next is harder to sit with. Number 4 looks like this. You spot a gap between someone's words and their actions in just a few days, where others would need months. Fifth, you detach emotionally faster than most people even realize what happened, and it startles everyone around you. And here's the 6th, the one that stings the most. Sometimes you're already, quietly, saying goodbye to a relationship that just showed its very first doubt. A grief that starts too early. Are you sometimes testing people without even realizing it? Here's the 7th. Without consciously deciding to, you set up small tests to check whether someone can be trusted. And the 8th, have you noticed this one? A phone staying silent for 2 hours is enough to replay in your head a breakup scene that never actually happened. What if this radar is wrong more often than you think? Here are the last 2, and they're the most telling. 9th, you struggle to relax in a stable relationship, as if the calm itself became suspicious. And the 10th, picture this. The moment emotional safety settles in, part of you is already looking for the exit. So this superpower has a price. What exactly is it? Here it is. The very same radar that protected you can also manufacture the proof of danger it needs to feel useful, even where no real threat exists. A system calibrated for war has no peacetime setting. It keeps hunting for an enemy even when none is left. Like a soldier long since home, who still sleeps with his ear pressed to the ground, listening for footsteps that will never come again. So how do you keep this radar without letting it run your life for you? Not by turning it off. You can't and you don't need to. Just by learning to consult it before obeying it. Next time it goes off, one question is enough. Am I reacting to what's happening now or to what happened before? That question doesn't silence the alarm. It just hands you back control over what you do with it. And maybe this is what needed to be understood from the start. Seeing betrayal coming isn't proof that you've stopped believing in love. It's proof that enough of it is still left in you to want to keep trying. This time, with your eyes open. That old file you kept pulling out, you don't have to throw it away. Just put it back where it belongs, available if you need it, just no longer sitting in the middle of the table. You're not suspicious, you're equipped. And for the first time, you're the one choosing where to point the radar. Right now, in 100 different rooms, someone just felt every one of these 10 signs land, quietly, watching this exact video. This isn't the only pattern your heart ever taught itself. That's a story for another video. Tell me which of the 10 hit closest to home.